Hi everyone. Today we are going to understand about Blazor application binding supports multiple options. Okay, multiple options support for either select HTML element or input select Blazor component. So this is a .NET 6 feature that was available in the Blazor either server or WebAssembly applications. Okay. So let's understand about what is a multiple option selection with HTML select element or with the input select Blazor component. Okay. So multiple option selection for HTML select element means to enable multiple options selection for the select element. Key configurations are like select HTML element must be decorated with the multiple HTML attribute. Okay, select element must be decorated with the multiple HTML attribute and its binding property should be an array. Then that select element will be rendered as a multi-selector. Okay, and whereas we can use another way that is nothing but input select Blazor component. Okay, previous select HTML is the HTML element, direct element. So here we have also a input selector which is a Blazor component, purely Blazor component. So to make it multi-select, simply if we bind array object as a binding property, then multi input select act as a multi-selector. Okay. So these two options we are going to do a small demo. Okay. So this is the CLI command. So here I am using Visual Studio Code Editor. If you want to work with Visual Studio, we need to have a Visual Studio 2022 to work with the .NET 6 application. Here I am using CLI command. So this is my command. .NET new template type Blazor version -o and we have to specify the name of my project. Okay, let's create my project. So my project has successfully created. Let me open it in Visual Studio Code Editor. So here is my project. It was created with .NET 6 and it is a Blazor WebAssembly application. Okay. So I want to create a page component. Okay, I have created a one sample Blazor component. Okay, I named it as sample one. I have declared the route. So first let me add HTML select element and we will make it as a multi-selector. Okay. So here I have added HTML select element. So here for my demo, I am putting some options like colors. Okay. So through this selector, we have to select multiple uh, options. Okay. So one of the key feature for the select element is we need to decorate with the multiple so that it will give the flexibility to select the multiple values. Okay. And here I have added a property that is of array type string. And here I have initially assigned some default colors. So if you want to select some default values by default when page rendered, so you can pass this array by default. Okay. Now one more configuration along with the multiple is this select should property should be a array type, right? So what I am going to do, I am going to bind this property. So to bind that at the red bind and I am going to assign that property. Okay, color selected. So our key features are mainly array type should be binded as a property and it should be decorated with the multi-selector. Okay, and what I will do, I am going to render the selected elements below here. Okay, if you all just observe, just I have added a list here. I'm just looping my color selected colors. Okay. So by default, this property binding can read the properties whatever we selected here. So when we select, we can see those will be rendered here. Okay, because I am looping the color selected property here. So now in nav menu Blazor component, I have added a new menu link that is sample one. Okay. Here we href we need to define our route, our component route, which is we have created like sample one, right? I have declared here. So let's run and test our example. So here is our new menu. Okay. So if I click here, see, this is the multi-selector component. If you scroll down, I have by default white and black has been assigned right to the property. So initially we have some values, right? So those are automatically get selected. And you can see we have rendering the selected elements as well. If I click on red, see automatically. We have to press on control and we need to select for multi-selection. If you observe here, we are able to render all the selected elements. We can deselect as well by holding the controller, okay, control button. So this is the multi-selector element gets rendered by adding the attribute like multiple and assigning the array type property. Okay, so now we have completed a piece of code with the HTML select element, right? Now say almost same demo, same example, we will do with using input select component, which is a default Blazor component. Okay. So for the second demo, I have created one more Blazor component. Okay, that is sample2. Okay. So in this demo, we are going to use input select component and also we will check validation, enabling validation for multi-selector option. Okay. So before that, so to enable validation, I have to use edit from context of the Blazor component. For that, we have to pass a model as well. So first, let's create a form model. Okay. For demo purpose, what I will do, I will create my class here itself. Okay. The code block. So here I have declared my form model, okay, which is color, and it has a array type property. So this property is nothing but input select also we have to bind the array type for multi selection. Here we no need to specify multiple attribute explicitly. Simply by assigning array type property to it, it will automatically generate it as a multi selector element. Okay. So here I have as enabled data annotations. That means I have applied some validation rules like it should be mandatory and it should contain max length 2 and max length 3. So here what it will do means since it is array type, right? It will search for the count of the array. So this validation files like the count of this selected color should be minimum 2 and maximum 3. If the count is below minimum or above maximum, then the validations gets fired. So we will going to see the validations here as well. Okay. Here I have defined edit form component and data annotations enabled and validation summary message to display the error messages. Okay. And here I have created a instance of my edit form context, that is edit context. Okay. And also created my form model object here. So this is the C# 10 notation. You simply specify no, new and curly braces. So this is equal to this one. Okay. This is a C# shorthand notation. Okay. C# per 10. So I have added variable edit context and I have initialized my color object. Okay. In uninitialized Blazor lifecycle method, what I am doing means I am creating the instance of the edit context and passing the color. So these all steps I am creating because I have to pass the instance to this edit from Blazor components. So that is the reason we have to create the edit context. So edit context, what it's required? It requires the model, form model. So here we have to pass the form model instance to the constructor of the edit context. Okay. Now I have to pass this instance to my component, right? So to do that, property like edit context, to that we have to pass our instance. Okay. Let's register the form validation method as well. Okay. On valid submit. Okay. So form will going to raise the validations. Okay. So here I have created some dummy method. Okay. So that I can register that method here. So if you observe, here we have added the input select. So nothing is different, just only options, normal HTML options just wrap around the input selector. So but this is a Blazor component. Okay. So we have to bind the form property, right? To do that, value equal to color dot selectors. Okay. Here we no need to specify any multiple attribute like we did for select HTML element. Simply bind the property of our form model. Okay. So what we have did, we have rendered a edit form. Okay. Added enabled validations and validation message summary, and finally added the input select. The only thing it required is property. It should bind. It should be an array. Okay. Nav menu component, let's add one more hreflang, that is to our sample two. Okay, now let's test it. Click on this new menu. See, input select also giving us multi-selector component. Okay, now if I select one, see validation is firing because minimum select should be two. If I select one more color, the validation gone. So maximum is three, right? Let me select two more so that validation should fire. See, maximum length should be three only. So like this, validations can be easily applied and we can restrict them. Okay, range of selection for multi-selection. So that can be happen with the help of uh, inbuilt validation. Okay, so that's about the multi-selection from the .NET 6 in Blazor application for the select element or the input select component. Okay, I hope this video has delivered some useful information. If you like my video, please do subscribe to my channel. We will meet you soon with new videos. Until then, signing off.